Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2021 Jaguar F-PACE base model, as well as learn about the features and other configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Newly refreshed for 2021, the F-PACE was Jaguar's first SUV when it was introduced for the 2017 model year. The F-PACE is positioned above the subcompact E-PACE and below the electric I-PACE in price. Updates for the 2021 F-PACE consist of refreshed interior and exterior styling, a new infotainment system, and the addition of Jaguar Land Rover's mild hybrid turbo inline-6 engine. Okay, let's jump into this build and price review of the 2021 Jaguar F-PACE. Real quick before we get started, I just want to remind you to take a look at some of my other related build and price reviews. I've put links down in the description below. This Jaguar F-PACE is a luxury SUV that competes with other luxury SUVs. I've happened to do build and price reviews on other luxury SUVs. One of my favorites is that I recently did is the 2021 Range Rover Velar. It is a sweet SUV. I also did the 2021 Volvo XC60 in the R design, T6 all-wheel drive. I like that SUV a lot. And I most recently did the 2021 Porsche Macan Turbo. Very expensive SUV, but it's very nice. So after you watch this video, make sure you watch one or two of those other videos as well. All right, let's take a closer look at these trim levels before we actually build out our F-PACE. Let's look at the trim levels. Let's check out all the features. So the F-PACE, the base model, the one we're going to build in price on the channel today, starts at $49,995. It only comes with one engine option. It's a 2-liter engine. They call it the P250. It's an inline 4. It makes 246 horsepower. You get a lot of features though for this $50,000. You get the new, you get the Pivi 11.4-inch touchscreen. You get a Meridian sound system, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You get the Jaguar remote app, premium LED headlights. You get signature daytime running lights. You got 19-inch wheels, auto-dimming interior rearview mirror. You got engineered wood for your veneer, so it's not real, but you do get wood. You got ambient lighting. You got 12-way power front seats. You've got keyless entry, wireless charging, 3D surround camera, blind spot assist, and lane keeping assist. If you upgrade to the Jaguar F-PACE S, you'll have your choice between the standard P250 gas engine, or there are some other options here. You've got the P340 inline 6 engine that makes 335 horsepower if you want some more power. Now, here are some additional features that come with that F-PACE S. And again, that starting price, $53,895. You get that Pivi Pro 11.4-inch touchscreen, but you also get the online pack with a data plan. You get the different style 19-inch wheels. You get traffic sign recognition and adaptive speed limiter. You get leather interior now. You get seats embossed with the Jaguar Leaper, and you get a power tailgate. Moving up the tier is the F-PACE R Dynamic S. It has a starting MSRP of $65,200. It gets a P400 engine that makes 395 horsepower. So now you're starting to get really, really sporty with this, and you get an R Dynamic body kit that consists of door cladding, grille, bumper finishers, and bumper inserts. So now it's starting to get really sporty. You get a different style of 19-inch wheels. You get R Dynamic branded leather steering wheel, metal tread plates that say R Dynamic branding, and you get grain leather seats with grid perforation and the embossed Jaguar Leaper, and you get a custom ebony headliner. At the very top of the tier, you have the F-PACE SVR. Has a starting price of $84,600. It's got a 5-liter gas V8 engine that makes 550 horsepower. So it's a serious performance vehicle now. It's got the SVR body kit. It's an upgrade over the R Dynamic. It gets 21-inch wheels now over everybody else had 19-inch wheels. So it's a lot more SUV. Well, it's probably a lot more motor. It's a lot more motor. It's probably not a lot more luxury, but it's a lot more motor for a lot more price. So before we move on and check out the features for the 2021 Jaguar F-PACE, Let's check out the gallery images and see the photos of this all new interior that supposedly features exquisite details, luxurious materials, and intuitive technology. Okay, so here we are in the gallery now. We can hit this arrow and move through the slides, and yeah, you know what? The F-PACE, the interior here is very nice. Love this Pivi Pro 11.4-inch touchscreen here. That's their infotainment system. Look at this little short, stubby, chunky little gear shifter knob. Look at the infotainment, or look at the screen, the digital instrument cluster. Surely has music pulled up on the screen there. It is very, very nice execution inside of here. I like it. There's a nice close-up of the Pivi Pro. There's that shifter. There's your push-button start. That's probably a wireless phone charger back in there. I see a checkered flag, like a race mode. That's probably, you probably have drive modes and things like that. And yeah, I guess that's it for those interior photos. Let's move on. No, I take it back. I just couldn't see the arrow. Here's a nice close-up of the gear shift. You can see the stitching, and we can also see over here just in front of it, that's definitely a wireless charging pad for a phone over there. Nice close-up of the seats there. You got a little cubby here on the door that can hold a bottle. And yeah, they give us a better shot of the first and second row seats. The F-PACE is actually nice. It's very, very nice. I'm sure that SVR, which would be the one that I would want, you know, the $85,000 one with its Windsor leather, is probably really nice. Okay, so before we completely bail out of the interior stuff, look, we can do a 360. We can explore the 360 walk around, virtual look around on the interior. I love it in this red. That looks really nice in this red leather. I like it a lot. We're getting a good route around here. We can see all the second row. We can see the headliner. Looks to be a panoramic roof up there. The headliner looks suede. Might not be suede. Could be faux suede. There's the Jaguar Leaper on the headrest there that they were talking about. If you weren't sure what I meant by Jaguar Leaper, it just shows the cat on the vehicle. That's all. All right, so yeah, that looks pretty good. See, it shows that we can. It says that we can explore 360 degree of the exterior as well. So let's go do that too. Okay, so here we are having a look around the exterior of the 2021 Jaguar F-PACE. It's a luxury performance SUV. I'm not sure which trim level they're showing us. Maybe the R Dynamic S, because it looks kind of sporty. And yet, look, it's got that's their little logo for showing you their racy stuff. It's too bad we can't zoom in on that. But yeah, this is probably an R Dynamic S. Yeah, I think it does. I'm not sure. But at any rate, let's move on. So we already checked out the gallery images for the interior. Over here for the exterior, we have not looked at the exterior images. They say there is a new integrated exhaust finishers and all that. So as we know, the F-PACE has been redesigned. So let's check out those gallery images. I shouldn't say redesigned. I should say refreshed for 2021. So yeah, you can sometimes it's hard to see this arrow right here. So we can see it. Here's the rear end. These are the exhaust finishers. They don't even call them exhaust tips anymore. They just call them exhaust finishers. Right? The whole family's out there with the dog and everything. I don't know if that dog's going to make it into the back of my Jag, though. I don't know about all that. And that seems like a lot of stuff. I mean, this is a pretty good-sized vehicle, but that seems like a lot of stuff. They got a lot of stuff in there. I don't know about all that. Here's one out on the open road. It's nice looking. I like the roof line. I like the roof spoiler in the back. It's really cool. And yeah, we're at slide 8 of 8, so we've gone through all those exterior photos. Let's move on. Okay, let's move on and find out about technology features for the 2021 Jaguar F-PACE. And right here they say simplicity as standard. So standard features on that Pivi Pro right here, that's the infotainment. It's 11.4 inch, it's a touchscreen. It's a newly designed interface. It comes with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a remote, apparently. Look how impressive this is. Here they're showing us the interactive driver display down here. It's a 12.3-inch interactive driver display. that you can have different layouts, including a full screen 3D navigation and driving information, which they're showing us right here. And then if you watch the channel, you know this. I have to say it almost every time. I love heads-up display. Here they're showing the optional heads-up display. If the base model is going to come with it. I don't know if we can option it on the base model, but if we can, we're going to get it. Here they're talking about their Meridian audio system. And they say Meridian is a British-based company, apparently. And they talk about, they say something interesting here. They say this isn't about just increasing the volume on their sound system. It's about, intensifying the levels of depth, clarity, and realism. So that's kind of cool. So that's the Meridian audio system. Probably not the standard one or the stock one that they're talking about. And then lastly here for this particular section, they're talking about their active road noise cancellation that helps make the cabin quieter and reduce fatigue and improve overall refinement of the vehicle. Here's some other notable technology features, and this one's interesting because I did mention the online pack. Well, what is the online pack? It offers connected services via a built-in SIM card like unlimited streaming of media, online speech recognition, weather forecasts, online calendar synchronization, etc. Then over here, they're talking about their optional Wi-Fi enabled with data plan. Here, there's the wireless charging, which they don't say available or optional, so maybe wireless charging is standard. And then over here, they say the optional cabin air ionization, right? This is to filter the air, make it smell good, all that stuff. I think Mercedes started this whole cabin air ionization filter thing with their S-Class back in like circa 2014. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about the performance features of the 2021 Jaguar F-PACE. As we already know when we went over the different trim levels, there are different powertrains. You've got that base P250 motor, which I think made, 240 horsepower or 250 horsepower, somewhere like that. Then you got the P340 motor, which made 335 horsepower. And you got the P400 motor, which did, in fact, make 400 horsepower. That's available, they say, in the S and the R Dynamic S. And then you've got that P550 motor that comes in the SVR. Now, that P250 motor is available in the base model. And if you wanted to, you could option it in the S and the next tier up, the S trim level as well. So moving on to the center here, they're talking about unique to Jaguar. They say the Jaguar Drive Control performs gear shifts more quickly in dynamic mode. It's got other modes like eco mode, rain, ice, snow mode, things like that. They don't say anything about how cool that chunky little shifter is. And then over here on the right, they're just simply talking about all-wheel drive. We haven't mentioned that yet, but yeah, all-wheel drive. Then we've got some practicality features here. Let's start on the right here. So they talk about their driver assist features. Like what? They don't really go into the features. They don't go into them. They just say they have some driver assist features. Here they talk about the premium LED headlights with the signature daytime running lights. Here they talk about the Jaguar Active Key. I've done other Jaguars, and so the Jaguar Active Key is cool because you can wear this, and that'll let you lock and unlock your vehicle, start the vehicle, all that kind of stuff, so you don't have to carry your keys with you. And then over here on the far left, we've got the F-PACE features. They say up to 31.5 cubic feet of load space, even with your friends and family in the second row. So I guess if you, they don't tell us how much you get with it, with all the seats folded down, however. But you know what? I think we've learned everything that we really need to know about this 2021 Jaguar F-PACE. So let's jump over to the configurator and spec out our base model. All right, so the first thing they're going to have us do is choose our configuration. We're going to get that base, right? $49,995. The funny thing is that we've already chosen the base configuration, and we know that the base configuration only comes with one engine, yet they're giving us all the engine options, even all the way up to the P550 SVR engine option. Obviously, we're getting the P250 all-wheel drive automatic. And so let's go ahead and select that. I just wanted to show you that. Well, this is funny because they didn't mention any of this on the sales material. So after I chose that engine, then they give me all these little versions of the base model. So you got your base F-PACE. Now it's $45,200. Now you got an F-PACE Premium, $47,000. And you see the checkered flag version. There's all these other ones with incrementally different things. And so I just really wanted a base model. And now it's starting to get confusing. So I just stuck with the basic base model to keep things simple and on point. And so it took us a lot to get over here to the colors. But now we can finally see all the exterior colors. And you know what? There are a lot. We're absolutely not going to go through all these colors. Well, I take that back. Maybe we will. So this was the black, Navaric black or something like that. Here's your Fuji white. These are no-cost options. These two metallic paint colors here cost $610. So there's this Indus silver. There's a Portofino blue. And then you got these ultra metallic paints. Wow, the price really jumps. Now they're $4,500. And I don't even, all three of these basically look the same. Here's some shade of black, some shade of gray, and another shade of black that looks kind of like that shade of black, but they're all $4,500. Then you've got some other specialty colors like these down here. You got this windward gray. You've got this this black, but it looks like a burgundy. You got a velocity blue. These are all $4,500. And so you know what? I might be interested in, say, the Indus silver, but not so much. So I think we're just going to go with your basic, no-cost color. We're going to go with the Narvik black. So it seems like the base model we selected was even less base than the base model they showed on their sales page, because the base model they showed on the sales page came with 19-inch wheels. Yet here we are optioning 19-inch wheels. So, you know, that's on Jaguar for their configurator getting so confusing. So let's go ahead and I guess and put our 19-inch wheels back on there and move on. The base model did not get leather interior. Do note, you have to bump up to the S model if you want to get the leather interior. I was aware of that. I'm cool with that. One thing I do like on the channel, I do like leather interior. But in this case, I just wanted to build a really basic F-PACE. And so we're going to stick with the ebony. We're going to go with the black synthetic leather interior. For your headliner, you've got a couple of options. I got this light oyster suede cloth or this light oyster morzine. I don't know how much darker it'll be. If it even in fact is going to be darker, let me click this other one and see if I can even tell the difference. No, maybe the light oyster might be a little darker. I can't really tell. So I'm going to leave it at the light oyster. Let's move on to options now. Okay, so they call these packs, and I'm assuming they mean packages, but at the end of the day, it all just kind of looks like accessories, to be quite honest with you. These are certainly accessories when you're talking about floor mats, lug nuts, and stuff like that. You've got a cold climate pack. That might be cool. You got heated front and rear seats, heated steering wheel, and a heated front windshield and heated washer jets. That's $1,430. I like that package though, so we're gonna go ahead and grab that. As for the rest of it, it's just all accessories, to be quite honest with you. They're all accessories. They don't call them that, but they're all accessories, all of them. So we don't really need these. These are things that you could get at any time at your local Jaguar dealer. Maybe we do need the pedals, though. I'll take the pedals, right? We're moving on. Let's go to safety and security now. What are they going to show us next? The traffic sign recognition and adaptive speed limiter. I could pass on that. And then what do you have here? You got the Navigation Pro and the Sirius XM satellite radio. I'd say I definitely want to go with the navigation for sure. I might regret not getting the navigation. Other than that, you know what? I think we're really at our summer. And all we did was get back to our original MSRP. Honestly, all we really did was about get back to the original MSRP. It's a $50,000 vehicle. I think maybe in the S-PACE trim or the S and the next model up with the leather interior, might be a little better, but I wanted to, I normally build high-end, the most expensive versions. I wanted to see, would I still like this Jaguar F-PACE if I got it as a base model? And you know what? I probably would. Even though it doesn't have the leather interior, even though it doesn't have the heads-up display, you got a lot of features for your $50,000. And so, yeah, I think I would. Okay, so on that note, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you found this review of the 2021 Jaguar F-PACE base model helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the very next video.